This war did not change overnight. The change has been gradual. The pressure has increased. A flood of videos creates the illusion of acceleration. Explosions appear constant, yet the strategic rhythm remains slow. What we are witnessing is continuity, not a new chapter, not a sudden escalation. This is a war of attrition, driven by time, driven by production, driven by national endurance. In wars like this, outcomes are not decided in weeks, not even in a single season. They are decided by the ability to absorb pressure. Operations are conducted in layers, not simultaneously, not across all sectors at once. Pressure is applied, assessed, repeated. Speed is not the priority. Consistency is. Incremental gains are acceptable, as long as costs are controlled, as long as rotation remains possible. This approach reduces the risk of major operational failure. It limits overexposure. It avoids high-risk maneuver warfare. This is not a lack of ambition. It is calculation. In a war of attrition, operational stability matters more than symbolic victories. Russian pressure is cumulative, not spectacular, but persistent. Artillery shapes the battlefield. Drones provide targeting and correction. Infantry advances after pressure is applied. Each element supports the other. Nothing operates in isolation. The objective is to bind. Bind forces, bind logistics, bind command attention. Every Ukrainian response carries a cost. Every rotation drains reserves. Pressure is reapplied daily. This approach is not fast, but it is effective over time. In this context, Russia demonstrates a preference for sustained pressure rather than high-risk gambles. Ukraine continues to hold. Primary defensive lines remain intact. Defensive systems still function. However, the posture is defensive, reactive, driven by immediate necessity. Reserves are used to close gaps, not to generate sustained counterpressure. This is not a tactical failure. It is a structural limitation. Dependence on external supply shapes operational tempo. When deliveries slow, strategy adjusts. When strategy adjusts, pressure accumulates. In a war of attrition, flexibility is an asset. Dependence reduces it. This defines the current position of Ukraine. Modern warfare has returned to fundamentals: production, volume, continuity. Quality matters, but quantity defines duration. Russia produces at scale. Simple systems, replaceable, sustainable. This approach does not rely on a single weapons category. It is not vulnerable to one-point failure. Ukraine relies on high-value systems, effective, precise, but limited in number. Over time, production asymmetry shapes operational reality, not opinion, not propaganda. The war appears more brutal because it is more visible, not because it is new. Drones record almost everything, but they do not show everything. What spreads are results, not process, not failure. This applies to both sides. Information warfare runs parallel to physical warfare. As a result, public perception often outruns battlefield reality and frequently overshoots it. Analysis requires distance, not reaction. The question is frequently asked. The answer remains unchanged. Not yet, but the pressure is real. Russia maintains the initiative of pressure. Ukraine maintains its defensive lines. In a war of attrition, this distinction matters. Pressing and holding are not equivalent positions. If structural conditions remain unchanged, the dynamics will continue to favor the side able to sustain pressure longer. This war is not nearing conclusion. It will not be decided by a single battle, nor by a single video. It will be decided by time, by production, by stability. This analysis is not an invitation to take emotional sides. It is an invitation to think together, to observe the conflict as it is, not as we wish it to be. If this type of analysis helps you understand the broader context, support the channel in simple ways. Follow, share, engage in thoughtful discussion in the comments. This channel aims to provide structured military and strategic analysis. It does not glorify violence. It does not endorse suffering on any side. All content is analytical and informational. It is not intended as propaganda. It does not represent any government or political interest. War is a tragedy. Analysis is a tool to understand it, not to celebrate it. This content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It is intended to provide insights based on verified data, credible sources, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or endorse any form of conflict, propaganda, or political agenda. We strictly oppose the spread of misinformation and hoaxes. Every piece of information presented has been carefully sourced from reliable, publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach the topic with critical thinking and respect for all sides involved, maintaining a focus on knowledge sharing and open discussion. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates on military tech, global conflict, and defense strategies. This is Tapur Update, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay sharp.